Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's live stream. It is Factorio. This is a game that I've owned for years. I have not played in absolutely ages. So I'm just gonna see if I can still remember how to play this. I'm joined by Charlie once again, who pretty much always joins me for live streams. I'm gonna start out by just grabbing bits from this spaceship wreckage. Then what have we got around? Okay, coal, stone, iron, and copper. That's good. Huge rocks to get a bit of coal is always nice. So yeah. Looks like there's some bugs sort of to the southwest. Well, I'll take those out fairly early, I think. As soon as I can, most likely. The steam power and electronics I get just by unlocking, or just by crafting sufficient amounts of copper and iron. So that should be fairly easy. This game is not wiki slop. There is explanations for how everything works, complete with these lovely little animated bits to demonstrate it. Longhand inserts transferring between labs. Insertion limits. Limiting chests. I didn't know about limiting chests, that's never really been relevant to me. Steam power. Low power. I've never used pole dragging, but I knew it was a thing. That's enough made for electronics. I'm still a bit short of being able to make enough for a lab, but I can get started making with transport belts at least. copper cables. Hello, Zenobia. Welcome back. And hello, Daisy. Also, welcome back. Daisy seems very excited by the concept of a Factorio stream.
That makes sense. I've literally never seen this game before.
I'm just playing the base game. I don't have Space Age. I never got around to buying it. Before I buy Space Age, I'll gift Charlie a copy first so we can do a multiplayer stream. Okay, steam power's done, automation and science packs are done. What do I need to make automation science packs? Copper plates and iron gear wheels. Okay, I can start on them. I want to get probably electric mining drills first. Then logistics. And then automation for the longer inserters. You put your factory in Callie's general chat. Let's take a quick look at that. Oh, hell yeah. Nice. I'll get 2 drills for coal set up as well, just to help me keep everything filled up for now. I've got a boiler, I'm gonna need a couple steam engines. And I'm gonna need an offshore pump as well. Boiler I've made, offshore pump I've made, so now it's just steam engines, which I'm gonna need a lot more iron for.
So what is the goal here in this game?
Build a big ass factory, basically.
Make a big factory. Okay.
Yeah. If I look at the tech tree, I mean, you can get cool shit like vehicles. So you've got a lot of short-term goals. more so than
Yep.
any one specific long-term goal. The main long-term goal is to just build a factory.
Make factory.
But like eventually you can make trains,
Trains?
engines for cars. You can make this cool spider vehicle.
Spider.
You can get all sorts of cool shit. I reckon you'll enjoy
Ooh.
it.
Maybe. The factory must grow. Daisy just DM'd me saying the factory must grow.
It must. Oh, your entire factory's getting swarmed. Yeah. That happens. For some reason, the bugs don't like us polluting their planet. I don't know what it is.
Oh, there's law?
Well, yes, I suppose there's law to an extent. This red bit on the map over here
Bug
is
law.
where
Let's
the
go.
bugs are.
The bugs.
I don't like the bugs.
What kind of bugs?
See, try to kill you for polluting the planet kind of bugs.
Hmm.
Think less, I don't know, bug Pokemon and more Starship Troopers.
Okay.
I've unlocked Fender capsules so my friend and I have been drawn swarming devices. Yeah. My preferred method of dealing with the bugs has always been flamethrowers. That's also my preferred method of clearing out forests as well.
Poor bugs.
They have it coming.
You say this about every bug in every video game, and it's never true.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. I mean, when us two play together, maybe we won't pollute the environment. Maybe we'll use solar power and all that. Keeps bugs nice and happy.
Yeah.
I have not seen what's on the other planets, but I assume it's all horrifying. Is the DLC good? Because I've held off on buying it because I played it a lot with a friend of mine from school who didn't have the DLC. But I've not played it in a while. I just never got around to buying it. But that's true. Solar power is very expensive for what you get. I mainly tend to use it for when I'm building like smaller outposts away from my main factory. Just because it's quicker to get set up than more steam power in the late game.
Hmm.
No oil or uranium or anything like that near me, which is a bit inconvenient. Means I'll probably have to bring it all in by train. That should be enough to get me the mining drill. I don't know if it'll be enough to get me logistics. It probably won't be. But I'm making more anyway. So true. I mean, I forget the general chat's there sometimes as well. Well, I tend not to use the general chat at all, really, just because I'm not the most active on Discord servers and stuff. Huh. You are right about the feel of the game's music. It does feel a bit C418, that's true. I'll probably only be gone for a couple hours because I do have work this afternoon at 5. But, I mean, I'll see how much I can get done in like a 3-hour stream or something.
Yeah.
Right, electric mining drill researched. And I've got 15 research packs in there. That's not going to be enough to get the rest of my stuff. I am manifesting a main bus, indeed. What's the point? I'm probably gonna have my main bus running north-south. Just because I don't want to be busing it this way and having to run into the water. North-south seems like a safer bet. What achievements are there for me to get? Okay, so I've unlocked quite a few of them before, but
Ooh, achievements.
yes, there are achievements. Have a train plan a path 1,000 towers or longer. Get killed by a moving locomotive. Build a locomotive within the first 90 minutes of the game. Given one of us has the train autism, I imagine we're probably doing that on our multiplayer run. What do we need to research as far as train goes? So we need logistics 2. Engine, which means we need steel. And railway gets us locomotive and cargo wagon. Yeah.
What's the aim right now?
Right now, I want to get. Well, I've got steam power up to run my research at the moment. I want to get that expanded over to where I'm going to be mining and smelting, so that I can automate the production of steel and copper plates. I should have enough research in there to finish the logistics research. So I'll probably do. Well, I'm definitely doing automation next. I'll queue up for after that. Stone wall. Sure, why not? If I have my first 2 electric drills here, run it out the top and turn right. That means if I stick a splitter here, run it up that way, down that way, that should not bump into the stone if I turn it there. So only if there's one up from there, leave a gap in the middle, then it's do it up there. Run my inserters along there. That should provide coverage for the power. battle run through there. I could do with a bit more wood. I'll be using underground belts for a lot of this because it gives me a good way to position the electric poles. Then I'll have to run the coal up from this end. I can split it off here to go there, continue on, and also split it off to go towards the steam engines. As soon as I can move the electric over here, that should work. Then I need some running the opposite way with the coal.
Can you fail and die in this game?
You can die. Yes. It's not a sort of permanent failure though.
Hmm.
You can certainly have all your shit destroyed by bugs. It's happened to me once or twice.
I see.
You can also have your factory completely shit itself if you don't plan things right, and then you have a massive backlog of either you've got too much of one thing or you've got not enough of one thing.
Hmm.
It's a nice relaxing game once you get used to it. Very cozy. More stuff in the lab. Put some more wood in the steam engine. Yeah, that's about right. The bugs are basically the Lorax. Yeah.
They're good then.
Eh. They hurt my profit margins. That's not good, that's evil.
Moab.
Time to cut down some more trees. And I want to get some of these as soon as I can. But that takes a lot of logistic packs, and I don't think I can afford that at the moment. But I'll queue up steel processing next.
God, I'm really gonna have to look into this game because there is a lot of stuff. It's kind of like the freaking Tekkit and similar mods for Minecraft where there's so much to it and I don't understand a single thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's quite simple once you get used to it. But there's a lot of things you can do with that simplicity.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to, say, smelt iron into iron plates, all you really need is something like this set up, obviously connected to the coal mining eventually, where you have your iron being mined, and it's being inserted into furnaces, then it's just being inserted onto a conveyor. It's a lot simpler than it initially seems.
Probably. It probably is.
Was just my phone falling? I can ignore that. Right, just 2 more long-handed inserters. And I am now automatically smelting iron ore into iron plates.
Huh.
So I could do with producing a bit more ore, honestly. And a bit more electricity in general, too. You probably wouldn't notice, that's true. Because they have fairly similar music styles. Like, you'd notice if one of the, like, really iconic Minecraft songs started playing, I think. But there's probably a few songs where you wouldn't be able to tell.
Yeah.
God, it's the worst when you accidentally dislodge a cable, like. 2 versus 4. We're making transport belts, which is going to be making gears. And that's going to be putting the transport belts into the chest. Right. Hell yeah, that's working. Alt right in previews. You're right, I'm not in alt mode. I don't know why I wasn't in alt mode. Honestly, I think I completely forgot it was a fucking thing. Because I have not played in that long.
What is alt mode?
It shows you what different things are making.
Oh.
I honestly have no clue. I like being able to tell what things are making, at least. Which obviously alt mode provides. It really does just come down to I've not touched the game in that long, but I completely forgot it was a thing. I imagine once I'm a bit further along in the game, it'll be a lot more useful, like being able to see what things are making without having to check. I'm just gonna pipe these over here because I'll be using those later to make some stuff. How many hours do I have in Factorio? Like, sub 90. And most of it's from fucking years ago.
Hmm.
I really have not played enough of this game. God, there's quite a lot of yous now. I didn't realise Factorio was this popular. We'll definitely have to have a look at doing that multiplayer Factorio at some point then. If there's
Yeah.
this many people who apparently love the game. The factory must grow. Yeah. Right, I need a pipe to connect these two, don't I? but basically nothing stops on belts ever if I don't need it immediately when it's going into a furnace. I really need to try the DLC at some point then. Because this sounds cool as shit. Ooh. I got a bit of a sneeze there. You know what? Sure, why not? Throw it over to me and I'll check it out. Right, I mean everything seems to be working well over here. I don't think I need to worry about iron production as much at the moment. So it's on to copper production and to try and get red science packs automated. Got that. I'm gonna need more furnaces, so I'm gonna need more stone as well. I'm gonna keep it simple for my automated stone stuff, because I really am just gonna pop down to electric drills, one just fill a chest with stone, and one to fill this furnace with stone to smelt. In fact, I will just leave the furnace there. I'm not going to overcomplicate things. Iron looks good. Coal looks a lot better now. Stone's getting somewhere, which is nice to see. Need to grab some iron for the electric mining drill. Got an empty transport belt chest. 3, 4. The main reason I do it this way is because the mate who taught me how to play did it that way. But I like it. It makes everything look nice and organised. And it allows me to make sure everything's powered nice and easily as well, which is good. If I check this one up. Witness general chat. God, that's a fucking mess. Hell, why do you do it that way? That's such a waste of materials as well. Like, I
I
know it's
have no idea what I'm looking at.
It's only 1 copper and 1 wood per each of those poles, but you could easily power all of that with just 3. Like, you don't need 8 poles. That's over twice as many as you actually need. God damn, that hurts me to look at. Yeah, red science requires iron gear wheels. So I'll set up a few assembly machines to make one. One making it for research, one making it for its own different purposes. So I want all of these making iron gear wheels. I don't think this is... I mean, it's going to increase the efficiency slightly in here. So, I mean, I guess it's worthwhile in that sense. And then I'm gonna have these making automation science packs. I don't know how well this setup really works for the science automation side of things. But, I mean, if I give it a bit to build up a bit of a backlog of the automation science, then it should be fine. The limiting factor is just how long it takes to craft automation science. So if I can get automation 2 as soon as possible, that would be great. The triangle, I'm not familiar with the triangle. Not 0.75 crafting speed. Are these better than 0.5 crafting speed? Okay, that's a good sign. Level 5 more configured properly like it. But I mean, this should be working science-wise. I'll expand it at some point to be up here to include thing. Peep general shot the triangle. Okay. That's probably the sort of setup I'm going to use later game. Once I've got more of the science packs unlocked. But with me only having the one science pack at the moment, I don't know how necessary that's really going to be. You know what I mean? Now I have a transport belt crafting setup here which is pretty fast, and I'm going to need that and inserters. Is it for the logistic science pack? Inserters and transport belts, yeah. Iron plates, iron gear wheels, electronic circuits. Electronic circuits are just iron plates and copper cables, so I'll need to make copper cables, but that's just copper, isn't it? Automation 2 will take 40 green packs, damn. Engine will take 100. Railway will take 75. Automobilism will take another 100. Logistics 2 will be 200. Though if I get Logistics 2, that's good because that speeds up my transport belts a whole lot. Jesus Christ. That's a bit of a backlog of iron ore, isn't it? And of copper. Right. One there, one there. If I run for between them. That makes me copper cables. I'm feeling reason I want making electronic circuits. Now I need to figure out how the fuck I'm going to get iron over here to use for this. suppose I could just run it along there. What I might want to do is something akin to that, if I'm only going to be pulling from the right side for now. Just to help rebalance it all a bit. Air pack, bast insert, lamp. Now this should be making electronic circuits. I can set that. And if I split it here, Right. Lamp finished. Then next up, heavy armor, I guess. Uh, oh. Now I can set these to start making inserters. I think I can fit an extra 2 in either side of it by doing this as well. I'll need a couple more. I don't really know what to start researching next. But I mean, I don't really want to start researching anything right now because my production's too low to keep up with that if I start, which isn't ideal. You're automating tank production, goddamn. I never really saw a need to automate that sort of thing at any point in my previous playthroughs. But it's interesting to know that you are doing it and that it is a possibility. I really doubt I'm going to need this at any point from now on. Just because I've got over 1600 belts now. I doubt I'll run out anytime soon. Hmm. Ah, that makes sense if you're using it to repeatedly rush biters with him. I tend to try not and lose my tanks, so I've never felt the need to automate them just because, and I just treat them well. I don't want to have to rebuild it. But I do also tend to have most of the components automated, so it kind of ends up working out to me, being able to just essentially craft them the right way if I need a replacement anyhow. Oh, you can remote control tanks. I don't remember ever looking around with that, but if you can, fair enough. That's an actual pretty good reason to build a shitload of them. This is probably one that could benefit from getting fast inserters pretty quickly as well. I maybe didn't plan this out quite like I should have. If I do it like that, I can go boom, boom. Okay, that's much better. That's a massive improvement now. Now let's see how this is gonna go. But I've built this. This should automate decently well our production of the green science. Means we should be able to start researching automation too if I've done everything right. And we should hopefully be able to keep up with the demand resource wise, especially now that I've added more gear production. The larger loop doesn't seem to be causing any problems, thankfully, and this is researching automation 2 quite fast. I'm gonna go with lab research speed 1 next, I think, because it's not gonna get me anything particularly. Or should I grab logistics 2? Spaghetti factory? Hell yeah, let's see. No, I'm probably not gonna. Let's see, so. Right, yeah. Okay. Red science production is working beautifully. Green science production is working fine. My next goal is probably going to be to speed that up a bit more by replacing it all with assembling machine 2s. For that, I'm going to need some steel plates. Which, I mean, I might as well set up production of while I'm here. Steel furnace is probably going to be a big improvement if I can get that too. But I don't know if I'm going to go for that right away or if I'm going to leave it a bit. I'll probably leave it a wee bit. I think this is what I need to do if I want to make steel. But I'm not 100% on that. I guess we'll find out when I actually test it and see if it works. Yep, that's how steel's made. Right. Oh god damn it, I've messed this up already. I need to make everything one tile wider. Okay, that's better. So steel tool is 50 steel crafted. and screenshots. I'll check them in just a sec. So that's that, and if I grab some of these, that'll make me one more lab, and god damn. That's... Wait, is that the trolley problem? You built the trolley problem in Factorio. Why would you even do that? Witness out of information in... I've come to make an announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog's a bitch-ass motherfucker. He pissed on my fucking wife. That's right, he took his hedgehog bloody dick out and he pissed on my fucking wife, and he said his dick was this big, and I said that's disgusting, so I'm making a call-out post on my twitter.com. Shadow the Hedgehog, you've got a small dick. It's the size of this walnut, except way smaller, and guess what? Here's what my dong looks like. That's right, baby. All points, no quills, no pillows. Look at that. Looks like two balls and a bong. He fucked my wife, so guess what? I'm gonna fuck the earth. That's right. This is what you get. My super laser piss. Except I'm not gonna piss on the earth. Damn. Lab research speed increased. I might as well start on logistics too, I think. Just while I'm upgrading all these inserters to be fast inserters instead. Did I never equip all these with long inserters? That was silly of me. Factorio has no character limits, none at all. That's certainly an interesting choice we made there, but I do appreciate it.
Yeah, I heard about that in one of my streams.
Right, is it? Yes, it's C to cycle between weapons, right. As far as game design, yeah. The founder did crash the fuck out. It turns out the founder might be a bit of a creep. Like in the past, he's gone on a rant about consensual pedophilia. And, like, he went the fuck off about, actually, being bigoted about, like, women and black people in IT is fine. So, I respect the dev team quite a lot, because they've put a lot of work in and they've actually made something really fucking good. But I really, really, really fucking hate Kovarex specifically, because he is just a bad guy. I was shocked to learn this. It's fucking a surprise and a half, because it's such a good game. And it's one of those trans games as well. Am I not making enough thing over here? I'm not. How's that fucking happened? Or is it being used faster when I'm making it or something? I don't know. Isopods. Ooh, yeah. Love them. I could probably do with not splitting the gears so much just yet, honestly. Especially since I'm having like shortages of them. If I just split it into two different ones. Lizards! Hell yeah! It's probably going to be kind of important for me to upgrade the red science assembling machines now, isn't it? Boom, 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 boom. How much is that making now? 0.15 per second. That's a lot better. One per second, 2 per second, 0.12 per second. Right. Logistics 2 is almost done. After that, ooh. I'd quite like to be able to get automation 3 before long, but that's going to require 4 different colours of science, so I'm not so sure how practical that is. So I'll probably queue up engine and railway next. I'm hoping to keep it nicely laid out like this for quite a while. But I'm not so stupid as to think that that'll remain feasible. What's this over here? Bonuses. Mining speed plus 100, research speed plus 20. Nice. Let's take a look at my pollution. That's quite bad. Gonna make a couple radar. Gonna make some walls. Gonna make some engines, and then gonna try and make an automobile. Engines, what do engines take? Steel, iron gear wheels, pipes. Honestly, before railroad, I'm thinking I want to get automobile and solar power. So that I can go set up a little bit of a scouting outpost over to the east. Just to keep an eye on things, because my police... I'd like to be able to be sure that I'm not going to get any problems from that. Hmm. So I'll have to mass produce piercing rounds and grenades for the military science pack. Along with walls. Walls will be easy enough though. Honestly, I can probably get mass production of walls done now if I wanted to. Iron chest. Assembling machine. Electrical goes here. This is gonna be mass producing walls. And I have that made just into a wooden chest. Right, automobilism. That should hopefully go by fairly quickly too. Red science production is struggling a little bit. That's unfortunate. Because there's not really that many ways in which I can extend it. I mean, unless I increase... Fucking hell. I might have to increase my iron production even more. Car will have to wait till after I've got steel furnaces, I guess. What are they going to require? Lots of stone bricks, lots of steel plates. Got it. I'll stick a wooden chest in front of it for now. Wait, holy hell. Okay, hell yeah. So as soon as advanced material processing's done, I'm gonna start replacing shit with steel furnaces. And that should be done fairly soon from the look of it. I am guessing this is not going to be helping my pollution at all, upgrading these, but it's worth it in the end, I think. Ooh, right, of course, I could do with upgrading my electricity. I'm well alert, fighters, that's very true. Which is part of why I want to get a car so I can go do some scouting. Make sure I know where the fuckers are going to be coming from. Look at lab research speed before solar panels. Look at all that smog, so beautiful. once I've got chemical science packs, which is gonna require me to get oil first. Fuck! Well, once I've got chemical science packs, I am pretty sure that enables me to potentially obtain an electric furnace. Yes, it does. Which, if I can get that, I can potentially cut down my emissions by a lot, but that's still some ways off, I think. Okay, I'm gonna need steel plates. 8 engine units. So I'm gonna need a lot of pipes, a lot of these. Some steel plates and some iron plates. Steel, I don't have enough of at the moment, but I will. Right. I don't have any plans that particularly require the fast transport belt at the moment, but I'm gonna make some anyway, just to be on the safe side. Well, I suppose I could do with upgrading specific segments of my infrastructure to the fast belt. Something like that, so more iron's getting through to there. That's making quite a bit of a difference already, I think. So I like that. Okay, that's enough engine units. Ready to make a car. Right, and can I remember how I get in cars? Enter using enter. you got any more? That's not a half bad find. Is that oil? Crude oil, hell yeah. Looks like there's some pesky bugs living near it though, so let's go clear them out. Bastards just keeping attacking my car. Oi! Bugger off. Give us more ammo for the car, I do suppose. Alright, well I don't need to worry about that bug population getting too pissed off just yet. Even if I did just kill a load of them. Solar energy next is probably a smart idea. Because I do know where I'll be building my first little outpost now. And once I've got solar energy, I'll be able to set up a radar and some gun turrets. And a bit of wall to keep an eye on things. What else? Concrete. I mean, maybe, but I don't really have... I can't really be bothered pumping water just for that. Yet. I mean, fluid handling gets me oil gathering eventually, which would be handy to have. So if I now grab railway fluid wagon. Then I can develop flammables. Oil processing gets me an oil refinery and a chemical plant. Ooh, explosives. Rocketry. Ooh, leads onto the atomic bomb, explosive rocketry, and the Spidertron. So I can't do lab research free until I've got that. Oh, so I'm going to have to automate production of engine units anywho, aren't I? After this next two, I'll look at setting up automated production for this. Yummers. That's me noodles finished now. So I need pipes, gears, steel. Well, steel I have being produced here. I want to leave a bit of distance before I split it up just so I can potentially scale the production more if I need. But then I can split it off this way. Bring my iron down. Underground belt. Past this. And I'll have a bus for steel eventually. Then this can split off this way. Get pumped into these, which are gonna be producing engines. Actually, I probably don't care about being able to scale the steel because I can just make steel as and when I need it, really. Hmm. I'll leave enough space to potentially fit one more in, at least. These two are going to make gears. These two are going to make pipes. They only need iron plates anyway, so... Let's see how this is gonna work out. Hell yeah, that looks good. Right, that's not too bad. What else am I gonna need? Chemical science packs. Advanced circuits, which are electronic circuits and plastic. Plastic I get from processing oil. Okay, that's gonna be some ways off. At least I've got these automated. What else do I need? Sulfur, again, I'm pretty sure that... Yeah, that's a byproduct of refining petroleum. Right. In that case... I think that might be where I call it for today, honestly. We've made quite a bit of progress, so that's good. It's not quite been the usual 3 hours I try and aim for, but I mean, I'm happy with what we've got done. and I wanted to take a little bit of a break, run bathroom, that sort of thing, before I've got to start thinking about getting ready for work. But yeah, thank you all very much. Um, Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to hop into the stream ending soon screen, so now, fortunately, Charlie and the game can no longer be heard or seen. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, everyone.